Hey everyone, and welcome back to another under $5 eShop deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop picking out some of the best games currently on sale, all the while staying under a budget of only $5. Now with Summer Game Fest in full swing, we can really tell that some developers are trying to take advantage of the hype and they're dropping some of their best games to brand new low prices. And others are matching previous lows that we haven't seen in quite a while. Now just before we jump into those great deals, just a quick reminder in case you're new here to the channel that about halfway through the video, I'll be giving away a $10 eShop gift card. If you want to participate in those giveaways, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below. You then check out the next eShop deals video to see if you won. Also, if you reach the end of the video and you're still looking for other great deals, I'll always be linking down below last week's eShop deals video because a lot of those deals are still running today and I just don't go over them 2 videos in a row. Now as we jump into the deals, just don't forget, if you are liking the video, hit that like button. Now our first game for today is actually a personal favorite of mine, and that is Rising Hell. That's now 50% off, $4.99, and this one is running till June 26th. Now this game is a 2D action roguelite. And although we do have a lot of entries on the Nintendo Switch, trust me, this is one of the standouts. First of all, this game is all about verticality. You're basically trying to fight your way up a tower out of hell. And just as in the case of any great roguelite, it has some really fast and easy to pick up gameplay, however, that really does offer a lot of depth and challenge to actually manage to finish the game. Not only that, but it's backed up with a grotesquely beautiful pixel art style that just immediately struck a chord with me. And also a heavy metal inspired soundtrack that just fits in perfectly and really adds to the action. But not only that, it's also a game that received a ton of post-launch love with some free DLC on a constant basis, adding in things like free characters, new challenges, and more. This is actually a game I liked so much I actually picked up a physical copy of it. And trust me, at $10, it was already a total steal. Right now, at 50% off, $4.99, it's just an amazing offer for anyone who's into roguelites. Oh, and by the way, if you need any more convincing for yourself, there's even a free downloadable demo. Now our next game for today is one that's hitting a brand new low, and that is Skully. That's now 85% off, $4.49, and this one will be running till June 16th. Now this game is a 3D action / puzzle platformer. And yes, for a big part of the gameplay, you are playing as a reincarnated Skull that has to roll his way through the different levels. Now this does provide some quite unique platforming experiences that does have its occasional frustration, but overall is a pleasure to play through. Also, as you progress through the gameplay, you'll be acquiring new abilities, giving you a better control over the gameplay, even the ability to eventually take on some different humanoid forms, at least on a temporary basis. Now, although this isn't the best 3D action platformer on the Nintendo Switch, it is nonetheless, in my opinion, an underrated one. And in my opinion, the biggest problem with this game is the fact that its regular sales price is quite high at $30 for the experience it delivers. But that's also why today is a great time to be picking it up, because at $4.49, in my opinion, you're getting your money's worth. And if you're into 3D action platformers and you wanted a different and unique experience, well then Skully could be a great pickup for this week. Now our next game for today is another one hitting a brand new low, and that is Aerial Knights Never Yield, that is now 83% off, $1.99, and running all the way till June 30th. Now this game is a 2.5D auto runner, however, one with a very unique art style and also a very unique soundtrack. And also, contrary to a lot of other auto runners out there, there's also quite a strong storyline here. Now once you play through this game, you can really tell that it was a passion project that the developer probably poured a lot of his heart into. And the crazy futuristic Tokyo art style that it represents really has a way of growing on you. And in reality, my primary issue with this game was how short it was, where most people can probably finish a playthrough in under 2 hours. And that's why at its $12 price point, it was a hard sell for some people. However, today at only $2, this game can really be a great experience for anyone who enjoys the occasional auto runner. But once again, if my word isn't enough for today, this is another game that you can try out for yourself with a free downloadable demo. Now next on our list of great games for today is going to be Atlantis, that's back to its lowest ever price of 86% off, only $1.99, and this one yet again will be running all the way till June 30th. Now this game is a 2D side-scrolling shoot-'em-up mixed in with a Metroidvania style of gameplay. You're playing through a futuristic version of the world where unfortunately 96% of the planet is now underwater, and machines have obtained sentience and have taken the form of marine animals. You are basically playing the role of hunter that has the task of finding these different mechanoid animals and eliminating them. I think that my favorite part of this game besides the gameplay is the absolutely unique visual style. It basically looks like you're playing through an old sketchbook. It has a truly unique feel to it, and it works perfectly with the overall theme that they were going for here. There's also a lot of fun throughout the gameplay to unlock the multiple different ships that you can play with, as well as the more advanced weaponry to help you along your way. I do want to warn, however, that this game can be a little bit frustrating and unforgiving in certain parts, especially if you start to die continuously. However, if you're into this mix of gameplay and you're looking for a challenge, this can be a quite interesting one. Oh, and on the way out, I did want to mention that although this is a returning low price, it's also one we haven't seen for almost 2 years. So if you were waiting around for this one, right now could be an excellent time to pull the trigger. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce the winner of today's $10 eShop gift card. And our winner for today is going to be Stir Sticks Burke, who said that sizzle reel was great. Well, I'm glad you really liked it, and guess what? This week's is going to be packed yet again. So now all you need to do to claim your $10 eShop gift card is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. Now if we jump straight back into our deals, our next one is going to be another game hitting a brand new low, and that is Slime Sand. That is now 83% off, $1.99, and once again this one is running till June 30th. Now this game is ultimately a 2D precision platformer with some puzzle elements thrown in. If you want just a quick reference point, think slightly Super Meat Boy, however, with the later levels having some puzzles also thrown in. And on a side personal note, although I love both of those games, I actually have a slightly bigger soft spot for Slime Sand than I do Super Meat Boy, because some of those later levels with some slightly more puzzle-like elements does give a nice break from those split-second reflexes. I also do quite like a lot the visual style once again used for this game. That can't really be called monochromatic, but definitely makes great use of just a few different colors and shades. But once again, just in case it's not already obvious, I do also want to give a challenging warning for this one. This is in no means an easy game, however, as usual, it remains a very satisfying one for someone who enjoys the challenge. And yet again, and it seems to be sort of a trend for today, if my word is once again not enough, this is another one with a free downloadable demo that you can try out for yourself. Now, our next amazing game for today is also going to be my pick of the week, and that is Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, hitting a brand new low of 83% off, only $4.99, however, also only running till June 16th. Now, this game is an open world 3D action RPG that's set in a high fantasy medieval setting. And once again, and it feels like another theme for today, in my opinion, this is another totally underrated one that we have on the Nintendo Switch. It might not be quite as huge and expansive as other ones that we have, like The Witcher 3 or even Skyrim, but it's definitely quality-wise in the same category, at least in my book. And to be totally honest, I never thought we would actually see this game at the under $5 mark. And if you're into this style of gameplay, I truly don't think you'll ever see anything else quite as good at this price point. And although for the moment, the sequel that's been announced doesn't seem to be coming to the Switch, right now can still be an amazing time to experience the first one that easily still stands up today. Now, our next game is going to be Space Moth, the Lunar Edition, that is at a brand new low of 65% off, $2.79, and this one will be running till June 26th. Now, this game is a Japanese arcade-style top-down bullet hell shoot-'em-up, and although it's not by an actual Japanese developer, it's nonetheless a very good interpretation of the style. It's also a game I fully reviewed on the channel, and I'll be linking that down below if you want to check it out. Now, one of the things that I truly enjoyed about this game is it has a really nice learning curve, being an actual pretty decent jumping on point for someone that would be new to the genre, especially given the fact that this is generally a genre that has a pretty steep learning curve. But given the fact that this game is based around synergistic gameplay that's actually pretty easy to pick up, generally new players will be able to be successful after just a few tries. Visually, the game is also really beautiful, however, very heavy on the neons. And a nice added touch is that you can play this one on the Switch both vertically and horizontally. It also released at a very appreciated budget price of only $8. However, today it's even better at 65% off, $2.79. If you want to try out the genre or if you're already into it, this can be a really nice pickup. So now it's time for today's Sizzle Reel of Deals with a ton of other great budget games to consider for this week. Now we're at the end of another eShop Deals video, and I want to hear from you in the comments down below. Let me know what games you're picking up for this week. Also, I wanted to take a couple of seconds to really thank my channel supporters. Their monthly support is just so appreciated. And on the way out, don't forget, if you did like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.